The RV is okay. Yay. Super good. So yeah, the hurricane has made it through Hurricane Florence. Wait, did I say the hurricane has made it? The RV has made it. Um, Obviously, it's been a very difficult week for me. I had a full entire week expecting a Category 4 hurricane to come crashing through this area, and it got degraded to like Category 2, and it just did this like, here's me on the map, and then it just went like this around me entirely. So I ended up getting a lot of light rain. Yes! Thank you! Just what I was looking for. So yeah, really grateful about that. The RV is okay. I made the right choice in staying here because out west they're having a lot of flooding. Up north they're having a lot more rain than we did. Obviously south and east were not good options. So yeah, that was very stressful. Very challenging time for me. In fact, I think I made myself a little sick just with having a sore throat now, just with the amount of stress that I was under and wondering whether or not my house would be okay, which is super fun, let me tell you. So now that that is over, it's not quite, well, I guess it's kind of sunny out, but it's also a little overcast. So okay by me because it keeps it cooler in here. Only 90 degrees in here, apparently. So yeah, I keep saying the hurricane is okay. What is wrong with you? Why am I like this? But anyway, the RV is okay. Yes, awesome. I ended up missing a few updates on social media. I really love, this is a silly thing, but I really love the way I have it on Instagram right now. I post 3 times a week on Instagram. And because I post the same thing on the same day, on Mondays I post sketches. On Wednesdays I post my comic. And then on Friday I post Fan Art Friday. So because I missed last Wednesday's comic update, the next update I want to do is a comic update. And while I've definitely posted on Thursday instead of Wednesday before, I missed Thursday because it was even closer to the hurricane. It didn't hit till Friday. So then after like power being out, didn't have access to my computer, I couldn't draw the comic anymore. I was just like, you know what, we're just gonna put this off until next week. And boy did I, because I'm still not, it's Tuesday and I need to post tomorrow and I'm still not done with the comic. I'm not even done with the first panel. Why am I like this? I have been getting some other stuff done. I almost posted on Monday with an update on Instagram, and I was like, no, don't do that. That will ruin my little grid. And it's so great because when you look on my, I mean, it's not many scrolls, but you know, you scroll a little bit and it's like they're all in a row. And I love that. And if I mess up that order, then it won't be like that anymore. It makes me sad. So I'm really committed to this stupid order I've now set up for myself forever on Instagram. Oh well, it's my lot in life, I guess. It makes it easier for me to just like, you know, just make it so I know what's up. Like, I know what's coming up. I know what day I post things. I know what I post on which days. And for me, that makes it a lot easier. Obviously, I've talked in the past a lot about scheduling and planning. And the less I have to do with that, like the less I have to plan and the more I just know what to do because I've created a schedule and I'm sticking to it, is the better for me. Some people, I tried for a long time to fly by the seat of my pants, and I did not get a lot done. So for me, it's more important to, even if I don't stick to a schedule like by the minute, to try to stay with the thing I've already established than to try to jump ship, which I did in the past. As soon as something wasn't working, as soon as I wasn't seeing results, I would just be like, peace, and I would go and run off and try the next thing. So I'm trying really hard to stick to the schedule. I got Like I said, I have the Instagram post 3 times a week. I have Talk to Me Tuesday. I have another video on YouTube that I do on Thursdays. I created a playlist just now on my YouTube channel. I eventually need to create like a new channel intro video or whatnot. I also need to create a Patreon video, so maybe those two will be the same thing eventually. I'd like to do a small, I'm so excited about this idea. I'd like to do a small little animated thing, and my idea for that is to have my my comic characters and kind of like the scene and whatever. I haven't figured out the details yet, but I want to have it so my comic character, which is me, does a voiceover, and it's like, when you work real hard and you try a lot and you do the right thing and you just keep going, how you end up eventually getting what you want. Yeah, that's not me or this story. And then just go on to show how that story is going to be. Because that's basically what the comic is about. It's it is based on my life. It's like a mix between a life that I feel very connected to in the past, but also because I don't have any it's like inklings. I have strong affections for things that it doesn't make sense why I like Salukis or Arabian horses or golden eagles or cheetahs so much. Like, it doesn't really make sense. And for the duration that I've liked these things, falconry and like especially Arabian horses, I literally had a thing sent to me in the mail from my grandma about quarter horses. And I think probably what happened, especially back in the day, once you got on one mailing list, seriously, phone? God. But once you get on one mailing list, you end up on others. So on the same one my grandma sent me, which was about quarter horses, I got sent one about Arabian horses, and I looked side to side on them, and I'm like, this one, Arabians, love them. My favorite breed of horse. I just looked at the picture, and I was like, that's my favorite. I was looking in 6th grade at this book of old dogs, like old, it was a black and white book, which is why I'm using the word old, but it was a book of dog breeds, and they had a bunch of black and white pictures in it, and I was flipping through, and I pretty much knew them all anyway, but I got to this one breed I hadn't seen before, and it was a Saluki, and I was like, that's my favorite dog. That's my favorite breed of dog. Never seen it before, had no reason to think it was my favorite dog because my immediate family finds sight hounds kind of hideous. They think they're way too scrawny, and they don't like how long their face is. I don't know. I love it, but yeah, so it doesn't make sense. And then just everything going back to like ancient Persian culture, for me, it's just an interesting kind of thing. I've talked about it a little bit before, but yeah, so it doesn't really make sense why I like certain things, but I also don't have like those moments where people are like, oh yeah, I was Cleopatra in a past life, and this and this and this happened. I'm like, okay, there's like 12,000 people who think they were Cleopatra specifically in a past life. I don't feel that way. I don't have an explanation for why I like these things. So I'm just kind of like using it as inspiration for the comic, and then I'm using my own life as kind of like the basis driving the story. And instead of like an art career, I have the belly dance, which I also really love, which is weird because like I don't really pursue belly dance, but I really love the artistry behind it, and I'd like to get better at it, but I just haven't really focused on that. It's like I could choose between horses and belly dance, and for the past like 8 years, I've chosen horses. Mostly because I went like 18 years prior, maybe even longer, 20 or whatever, 25 years prior, without horses in my life. As much as I wanted them to be in my life, I couldn't get to a barn and actually ride. So now I'm like making up for lost time. But yeah, so that's the update. That's kind of what's going on. with my comic and why I'm doing it. I don't know really why I got on that track, but whatever. You get to hear that again. And yeah, as far as the convention prep, I am scrambling, as we all knew I would. I still have the costume to make. I still have the cheetah puppet to make. I still don't know what I'm doing with either one. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to set up like a day, and I'm just going to like really focus on a certain day. I have to focus on it and just try to knock both out. I also want to make little like specialty tokens. I think I'm gonna do for next month on my Patreon. So that should be cool. We'll see. Like everything else. But yes, I am okay. I'm excited. I'm getting a little hoarse because my throat is sore from, I don't know why, but apparently I stressed myself out to the point where I got sick. And now I'm just like through sheer willpower alone trying to get over it. Also like a metric ton of vitamin C. But yeah, so those are the things. Those are the updates for now. I appreciate you guys for following this and helping me to grow my little channel. Yeah, that's it for now. I will catch you guys later. Bye.